How do you compete with other house cleaners? That's an excellent question, and we're going to talk about that today. Hi there, I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, today's show is brought to us by housecleaning360.com. So it's that time of year where we're all cooped up inside the house and we're trying to stay warm. It's a perfect time to clean out all your cupboards and all your closets and your toy boxes and all the things that you've been putting off during the nice summer months when you want to be outside. So if you're not sure how to go about that process, you may want to consider hiring a professional organizer who can come in your house and help you through the process of getting rid of the clutter and the stuff that you no longer need, use, or want, and help you find a place for the stuff that you do want to keep. So you can find a professional organizer at housecleaning360.com. Now, if you're a professional organizer and you don't have your business listed there, hurry on over and get yourself a listing so we can send a business your way. Okay, on to today's show, which is a question from a woman who wants to know this.
Hi, Angela. I have a question for you. I have friends who cleans house like me, but they always tell me they do 5, 6 houses a day. I can barely do 3 houses. How can that is possible?
Okay, so you are wanting to, if I understand correctly, you're wanting to compete with other house cleaners. All right, that's not going to happen. First and foremost, what you need to realize is that you are your own business and you work at your own pace and you earn your own money and you pay your own bills. And so for you to try to compete with another house cleaner or another series of house cleaners who have a different business model than you, it's going to be difficult because we don't know exactly what they're doing and we don't know the ins and outs of the houses that they're cleaning. Now, I know it's easy to say, well, they're cleaning 5 houses and I'm only cleaning 3. What am I doing wrong? You're probably not doing anything wrong at all. If you're cleaning 3 houses in a day, you're doing something right. That is something awesome. Okay, now, first and foremost, you have to understand that a lot of house cleaners, just like everyone else, sometimes stretch the stories just a little bit. So if it's a single house cleaner and they're cleaning 5 houses in a day, really? Really? Because if you clean houses and you're working from sun up till sundown and you're only doing 3 houses, you kind of know that might be a little bit of a fib. All right, now they might have a team. If there are 2 or 3 people, it is possible that they could do 5 houses in the course of a day. So maybe they were skipping some information that they were sharing with you. Okay, another thing we have to consider is not all houses are equal, right? I live in a neighborhood where houses range from about 1,600 square feet all the way up to 8,800 square feet. And so at the beginning of the neighborhood, there are these little ranch style homes. And then as you go back to the back of the neighborhood, the houses get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they have, basements to them, and they're much, much larger homes. It's the same neighborhood. So even if they're cleaning houses nearby to you and the houses are kind of the same, houses are hugely different even in the same neighborhood. So are they cleaning 5 houses that are 1,600 square feet, or are they cleaning 5 houses that are 8,800 square feet? Because you and I can both do the math on that and go like, I don't think so, right? And then it depends on what are the customers having them do when they're inside the house. For example, we had a customer and all they wanted us to do was to sweep and mop the floors. That's it. They had lots of hardwood and they vacuumed all their own carpets and they cleaned the rest of their house and they did the bathrooms and they did everything else except sweeping and mopping. And so to go to that house and only do the sweeping and mopping, it would be irresponsible to say we cleaned their whole house during a certain period of time when really all we did was sweep and mop the floors. So if you're comparing yourself with other house cleaners, which I recommend you not doing, just don't do that. If you are the business owner and you have other house cleaners that are under your care, you can compare them because you've trained them the same way. You're using the same supplies, you're using the same system, you have the same customers, and you can take a person from here to this house and then a person from here to this house, and they can clean the same area, and then you can compare the times. So if somebody's doing 5 houses in the course of a day and you're only able to do 3, chances are the houses they're cleaning are in better condition, or they are cleaner, or they are better maintained, or it's more of a regular cleaning than what you're doing. So I'm not saying it's impossible to do 5 houses in a day, but it sounds like we're missing a lot of information there. So first and foremost, don't compare yourself with other house cleaners because that will make you crazy. And then when they tell you how much money they're making, that will also make you crazy because, like I said, sometimes there's a tendency to stretch things a little bit. So there's no need to compare yourself with anyone else. You're your own business owner. And like I said, you have your own rules and your own systems and your own way of doing things, and you earn your own money and you pay your own bills. And so it's easy to get caught up in all the hype of what other people are doing, but don't do that. Just say, hey, keep your nose to the grindstone. This is my business. I'm doing the best I can. I'm making a good living for myself. That's all that matters. So don't compare. Don't. It will make you crazy. I'm not kidding you. Alrighty, that's my 2 cents for today. And until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.